everybody, I'm Andy. I'm in Nuremberg in Germany at the Steve Vai concert, and I'm with Doug, who's been called a Wunderkind.
A Wunderkind?
Yeah, by Dave Weiner.
All right.
And you are in charge of, well, you're going to tell me all about the modifications that were done to the PIA, right?
Yeah. I sort of work with Thomas, maintaining Steve's guitars, modifying them the way that he'd like. And I guess, if you'd like, we can start with the PIAs.
Sure, yeah.
This is probably the most kind of normal PIA that he's got out on the road. Right now he's using it on Giant Balls of Gold, which is a cool song. I love that one. And it's pretty stock frets, because Steve does like to, try different things and experiment. But this has the stock, stainless steel frets. It's lightly scalloped. Something that Steve's favoring these days, a light scallop, nothing too heavy, but lets him grip the note a little better. And I guess, maybe the most obvious modification here is the 𝗬𝗩𝗢𝗏, which, Steve's used Fernandez for many, many years. These are a little more commercially available, they're more consistent. And, it's something we're working with, we're kind of fine-tuning them for Steve right now. And they're working great, we're having a good time. This gold you see here is just a dummy cover. It's actually a little cover from a 𝗬𝗩𝗔𝗕𝗏. So just so it has a little bit more of an aesthetic tie-in. The guitar is set up with 9-42, it's standard tuning. And one thing, this is kind of a fun thing Thomas does, he puts these really high-powered magnets on the back. They're actually this interesting flexible material. He gets them from McMaster Carr. And it's very expensive, I think.
May I touch it?
Yeah, you sure can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it holds these like no one's business, so it's great to be able to grab the thing when you need it, the Allen key. And, again, another Thomasism, the Velcro with the binding clip to hold the guitar picks. Just really practical,
And when you say Thomas, you mean Thomas Nordegg, who is stood directly behind us.
That's right. But that's sort of it for this guitar, It's, just a great workhorse. Steve really likes this guitar. And the other PIA is called Envy, named after the color, Envy Green. And this one's set up right now for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Wow.
Yeah, it's got the Thomas, is it Martin Sims? Martin Sims who makes them?
In the UK.
Yeah, Martin Sims. Yeah. And so this is a little different than the other LED guitar, which I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, this guitar, it's scalloped a little deeper, and it has super jumbo EVO gold frets. And, more Thomasisms, the Velcro for the slide.
Oh, wow.
I know.
So what I find funny, Doug, is how people look after their guitars. They want them in pristine condition. And then you have someone, a professional like Steve, who's got pure, the practical side of this.
Yeah, well, Steve wants reliable.
Sure.
He wants to make sure that, it's going to hold up on tour. And that, if you want something, there it is. Yeah, and this is the same sort of setup as Onyx, where it's the 𝗬𝗩𝗢𝗏𝗏𝗏 with just a little dummy cover there. And so in that respect, these guitars are very similar, but this is set up for drop C, for 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Right.
Yeah. Right now he's playing 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on this one and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 on this one, which is people might recognize this guitar, This is the bow, the mirror guitar. And this one has the older Fernandez sustainer.
Right.
Not scalloped, though. This one, he doesn't want to scallop this one.
For emotional reasons? Or?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really asked him, He might at some point, but I think he's maybe a little concerned that it would affect the LED.
Sure.
But we could do it on that one, so.
True.
There you have it. And, so what do you want to do next?
Well, that was kind of it, just seeing how Steve has taken, how you guys and Steve have taken the PIA and the other guitars, the PIA being the most popular one at the moment because it's the newest one, and really, modified's not even a word. I think the real word is vivifying.
Vivifying. I like that.
Yeah, I'm taking full credit for that one.
Oh, one thing I should show you, and this is in most of the guitars. In the back cavity here, there's a little tissue that just kind of dampens the springs. But these backstops, this is an older Ibanez kind of device. It's sort of like a counterbalancing system for the trem.
Let's see if we can get a light in there for a moment. Hang on. There we go.
Yeah. So if I move the tremolo bar, I'm dipping down, you can see how it just kisses these little nylon pistons. And then if I pull up, you can see it's also moving, and it just creates a more stable zero position, for the tremolo. When you rest your palm on it, it doesn't have a tendency to want to move. And also for double stop bends, it's a little more forgiving. It kind of holds its place for a little longer. And actually, it does sound different. When you loosen it up, it kind of, I don't really know how to describe it. It just gives the guitar a little bit more beef.
I love it. I love those little percentages that we can add, and we can talk about them and say, without that, it sounds a little different.
We love geeking out over that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Well, I think that we've covered, most of the things that I would cover in this video. That's some super lovely little nuggets of information.
Yeah.
And an insight that I haven't seen before. And I really dig the PIA guitar.
They're fantastic. Yeah. And Steve really likes them. The overall, the body is overall contoured more mellifluously. It's just they feel more like a friendly guitar. The JEMs are great. He still loves playing the JEMs, but the PIA it's just the perfect evolution, for the JEM.
I think there's no more we can say on that. Doug, thank you so much, man.
You're very welcome. Yeah, enjoy the show tonight, guys.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Make sure you check out all the Steve Vai links in the video description. There'll be guitars and music and all that sort of stuff. I'll be back with another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.